It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
The next thing that we can control inside of our portfolio when it comes to investing is fees. And the number one fee that most people often think about when it comes to investing is the internal operating expenses of the funds that you're investing in. So if you're investing in mutual funds, there's some cost to do that. There are, they got to keep the lights on, they got to have the research, they got to have the trading software, they got to do all the things. Well, there's a cost to that. And unfortunately, all funds are not created equal when it comes to internal operating expenses.
No, we've done a lot of shows on index investing versus, using the active managers. And the thing is that the index funds just typically, especially on like in asset classes like large cap, international, I think it's even drifted into small cap in a lot of ways. You're going to find that the lion's share, I'm talking like 80% if you get into long-term time horizons, because consistency bias. Here's the thing. You can find a manager that can outperform the index a year.
This year.
But you won't find that same manager did it next year or the following year. It's just the data falls off. I'm just telling you, long-term, about 80% of the time the index funds are going to outperform. So save the money, because the reason is it's back to the fees. If you know that an internal operating expense of an active management fund is over 1.5%, and then the index fund is practically free, that's a 1.5% headwind that they're going to have to overcome. That makes it much, much harder. And then you need to pay attention to, are there commissions? Are there loads? Are there no loads? And then that even plays into when I mention things like index funds. Commission advisors have realized, hey, we can do this too. And they'll structure now. A lot of them have gone to wrap accounts so they can do ETFs, so they can do these mutual funds. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. Takes out some of these loads, but it does still make you need to pay attention to the fees that you're paying on those wrap accounts as well.
Absolutely. And so then the other thing that you need to think about is if you are working with an advisor, you really need to understand how your advisor is getting paid. And there's really three different business models. There are commission-based advisors. Those are the ones that sell products. So if they recommend investment ABC or insurance policy XYZ, they get paid a commission for the product that they sell. We're not saying anything bad about that. It's just a different way that the industry works. On the other side of the industry, advisors like what we do at Abound Wealth, they are fee only. The only way that we get paid is directly from our client. There is no outside third-party company compensating us. We like that because what it allows us to do is remove a lot of conflicts of interest, and whether we recommend to our clients strategy A or strategy B or strategy C, we're indifferent to which ones they select because they're paying us for the advice and for the consultation, not we're getting paid for the product that we're pushing. And then where it gets a little confusing is there are fee-based advisors. There's some sort of blend of the two. They might have that wrap account like you talk about, but they also might sell commissions. You just need to understand what fees are you paying, because this one I get from prospects all the time, or I used to get it a lot more. I'll say, oh, what do you pay your advisor? Oh, I don't pay them anything. The company pays. They're for free. They're just nice guys. There's no free lunch. Your advisor's getting paid. You need to understand how they're getting paid.
Well, we actually have a resource. You go to moneyguy.com/resources. We'll have 8 questions you ask financial advisors. I'll close it out with the one last thing. I thought this was settled, but it seems to have come back. Fiduciary standard.
That's a great one.
Guys, please understand, you need to ask any advisor, what standard are you held to? Are you suitability or are you fiduciary standard? Fiduciary is a legal term where they have to actually put your interest ahead of their own legally, or you can hold them accountable for it. It's a much higher standard. It's actually, believe me, my E&O insurance, my errors and omission insurance is substantially higher because of it as well. So, and you'll notice that in the structure of these advisors, because suitability, and I've used this analogy before, you're not going to ever find a nutritionist that recommends candy bars, but candy bars are suitable to be consumed by humans.
They'll keep you alive.
And you can do it. You're not going. If you eat a candy bar and your stomach hurts, nobody in court is going to give you any benefit or coverage for eating that candy bar. If the nutritionist recommended every day you should eat 10 candy bars, and you got sick, you could probably take that nutritionist because they're supposed to be telling you what's the best thing to put in your body. They have a standard, a fiduciary standard to do that. You can hold them to a much higher standard. It's the same thing with your investment advisor. So make sure you're not getting an advisor recommending cheeseburger. You're actually getting somebody that's giving you what's the best thing in your best interest.
I love it.